Alright guys, welcome back to the Space Center. One thing I need to do still to this is because I have a Kerbal on board this craft, I'm gonna need life support. Otherwise, Thiago's not gonna last more than like a couple of days in space. He won't even make it halfway to Minmus. So, let's take this off. Just for a second. TAC life support actually has a tab in this now. And that's a recent update. I say recent, meaning like a couple of months, because it takes me a while to make the videos. So recent as in the last couple of episodes worth of time. But I'm so glad they do, because now I can just find all their life support stuff in one menu. And it's nicely sorted, very neat, kind of groups them all together. Very well done. Thank you so much for doing that, guys. I'm gonna take this one. That's more life support supplies than I'll ever need for Thiago, but he's gonna take that to the base with him too. So it's just constant resupply, is all it is. It's just constant resupply. Speaking of resupply, offered, contract, do a supply run to the PISS. We need to dock with the PISS with food on board the vessel, okay? Not gonna happen with this craft, but that's a really easy mission. We'll try and tie that one. I'm just gonna accept it right now, actually. Oh, I can't because I'm inside the VAB. It's okay. I'll try to tie that mission into like something else we do. So it'll be fine. Okay, save, launch. Okay guys, back in the launch pad. We got the launch clamps on, so we're not using any resources. Perfect. Let's go ahead and go to the map. And I want to try something. I'm not going to say I'd never done it before, but I'd never done it successfully before. I want to say that. So, not sure how that was still the target, but all right. We'll set the target to Minmus. And what I want to do, I think this is probably something that everyone probably wants to do and probably does regularly, and like smart people, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to launch kind of to try and match the plane of Minmus when I launch. So I need to time my launch and then also adjust my trajectory so that my plane is closer to Minmus already, so that adjusting for the inclination is not so expensive. That's the idea anyway. So to do that, I need to basically go to the point where my equator is kind of crossing or intersecting Minmus's orbit. So right about like maybe like there. So if it's a little bit back like this. So if I was to get and time accelerate to the point where the space station, if you will, not the PISS, the mission control, that's the word I'm looking for. Go until mission control is relatively in line with that, and then go south. That's going to mean I'm launching in that direction, kind of more in line with that orbit. That's what we're going to try to do anyway. See if we can do that. Thrusters on, SAS on, up we go. And we'll turn ourselves pretty quickly. We have a really good thrust to weight ratio. We can control ourselves really well. So we'll get ourselves going up there. And then I'm just going to kind of tilt ourselves a little bit to the south. Just a little bit to the south. There we go. And my hope here is that this trajectory will lead to a much less expensive correction later. We'll see. I'm going to use Kerbal Engineer to help me with this. And Kerbal Engineer is going to tell me that my inclination is around 5 degrees right now. There we go, get rid of those. And Minmus's inclination is 6 degrees. So if I can launch myself in a way to keep myself around 6 degrees, that would be perfect, right? Circularize our orbit. And then this will go away. Boom. And we're left with just the poodle now. And the poodle will take us to the rest of the way of orbit. Now it's much less... Oh, that was weird. I must have hit 0 at some point. Not 0, O. I must have at some point and adjusted my... Whoa, 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 what's going on here? What's going on here? Why are we going all over the place? Whoa, easy does it here. Yeah, gimbal. Bring back the gimbal. That's bizarre. All over the place there. I thought we were gonna flip around. I wanna get this into sunlight, but let's take a look at my inclination relative to my target. And you know what? I think we're pretty close. I think we're pretty close. I think we're 0.1 degrees off. Perfect. And you know what? I was probably spot on before that little stupid burn at the end. But that's okay. We don't even need to correct our orbit. We have no need for correction, which means we have so much additional fuel. We over-engineered the hell out of this thing. And it probably means that I can very safely land on Minmus with like all of this stuff and break it all down and save it all, which is amazing, I think. So we might have a change of plans and how this works. I don't know. Let's find out. I want to go to Minmus, so where is the planet? It's over there. And I want to go probably around here-ish. And we'll just kind of extend this over. Too far. Bring it back. Let's use this. Yep, right here. Let's use this. And, whoop, too far. Bring it back. Oh, so close. So close. It's a little expensive to go there. This transfer is like 900 something. But I'm not really worried about it. We have so much extra fuel that it doesn't matter. Sitting here blabbing. I know you guys love me blabbing. I like to do these episodes like different ways. Like I like to do different styles. So sometimes it's post-commentary with lots of time acceleration. Sometimes it's real time and I'm just kind of chilling and hanging out and talking with you guys. Doing the missions real time, kind of like right now. I don't know. I'm not really sure what style you guys like. I know I've asked this question before, but I think I might want to bring it up again just to make sure. I don't know what styles you guys prefer. I know a lot of you guys like to see the shipbuilding stuff. Some of you guys would like to skipping stuff because you think you already know better than I do, and you probably do. Other people like to see like the missions, and they want to see their characters themselves in the game doing things, you know. The fact that Alejandro B. Kerman is over here, it's probably kind of cool to see that, you know, for Thiago to see that, or you know, Shane and all the other people who were over there on Minmus already. Do you want to see more of your characters? You're going to see less of them if I'm showing you more of the shipbuilding. So it's like a really big balance trying to figure out how to make these series and how to make these in a way that you guys like to follow them. But I do know one thing is certain, and I think everyone will agree on this one, and that is that we need more videos for Kerbal Space Program. I know, I really do. I'm working on that, okay? It's all I'm gonna say. I have no defense other than I'm working on it, and I'll do everything I can to make more. It's really all I got. This thing is flying all over the place now. Gimbal, let's turn it down a little bit. Okay, so the maneuver is complete, and we're on our way to Minmus, but I'm actually not, we're still way over here. I haven't actually zoomed ahead towards Minmus yet because I looked at Kerbal Alarm Clock just now, and the Duna Sphere of Influence scanner has a maneuver in 7 days, and this maneuver at Minmus, we're not reaching our periaps for 11 days. So like whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and put in this maneuver anyway, just so we don't miss it. And we'll go ahead and just drag this until that's good enough for me. I think that works for everyone. We'll go ahead and tell this to face the node. Go face the node and execute that maneuver. That's in 11 days, piece of cake, no problem. Okay, and it's gonna be in here. Yep, Minmus work module is in the flight computer. Or is in Kerbal Alarm Clock. So, I think Alejandro is good to go. Yep, solar panels are facing upwards, so shouldn't be a problem there. He's also facing towards the sun. Plenty of electricity, he's got lots of power, lots of food, lots of water, all that stuff. So, let's go to the map view. And what I want to do is we're going to go to Minmus. Not Minmus, we're going to go to Duna. Duna, all these are ships. We're looking for sphere of influence scan maneuver. So if we're looking for sphere of influence scan, it's probably going to be close to Duna. There it is, right there. Let's go ahead and switch to that. Okay, so here's our scanner. You're going to notice there's a lot of things wrong with this. The first is the really obvious thing, and that is the scanner is like disattached from this whole thing. And that's because this texture is totally screwed up with Venstock Revamp. I don't know why it's screwed up. I don't know how to fix it. If you know how to fix this, let me know. If it doesn't break my game, I would really appreciate if there's a fix for this. If it doesn't break my current crafts that have it on there. But this is the stock scanning module, but it's just had some changes done to the way it's like meshed or something. And now it's, disattached from the top. It's supposed to be mounted on the top of this. And it technically will still work. I can still open it up and everything. It's just the way it looks. It's really bizarre. Also, these solar panels, same thing, Venstock Revamp update long time ago. We've had these solar panels before. We've seen this problem before. And there's no way for me to fix it without going into my save file and finding this exact craft and then just telling and saying that the solar panels are retracted instead of extended. And then I have to load the craft. Hopefully the battery doesn't die by the time I get to the craft, and then extend them again one by one. That's the only way I know to fix it. And I'm not going to go through my save file and find every single satellite, this specific satellite, and do that every single time. Not going to do it. So we're just going to deal with that. So this maneuver it's going to be performing is 339 meters per second. And hopefully it's in the flight computer already. It is. Wonderful. So it's going to be performing that. What does the maneuver look like? Let's take a look. I'm going to quick save here just in case it pulls any shenanigans. I don't like shenanigans. So I'm going to pull... That's not entirely true. I've actually never been to a shenanigans, like the actual place to eat. Never been to one. So I don't know if I like it or not, but the actual shenanigans I'm referring to are the shenanigans where the game says it's going to do something and then does something completely different than what it said. And I'm not a fan of that. So, coming up to our maneuver, that's what's gonna happen. Duna is here. So Duna is inside. We're slightly further away from the sun. We have a more outer orbit, if you will. Duna catches us. Our orbits kind of start to collide into each other a little bit. Sort of. And then, once we get into the sphere of influence of Duna, which is right about now. Boom. Okay, we're in the sphere of influence of Duna. This means Duna's gravity is what's affecting us now. And if we don't do anything, Duna will just pass by us. So this is what we'll do. Basically, we'll travel through here. Duna will just pass by us. Our orbit will be slightly affected by that, and we'll end up on this yellow line now. But that's not going to happen because we're about to burn radially. We're about to burn up, and that's going to force our craft to go, instead of this way, it's going to have us going upwards this way, which will bring us closer to Duna. That's the idea. So let's see if that actually gets executed well. Where is Duna? It should be... That's the sun there, so it should be over there. There it is, right there. Okay, so it's passing over us right now. And we're like, nah, dude. We don't want you passing over us, bro. We're gonna go up. Let me make sure this engine is on. It doesn't matter, I can't do anything anyway. It is, oh, it's fine. I can't do anything until my antenna is in range of those satellites. The next maneuver, the one that gets us into orbit, is actually not in the flight computer, right? We can only do one maneuver at a time in the flight computer. I can technically do two, but only if I know the exact timing. What I can do is I can say burn this much delta V in this direction in this amount of time. And as long as I have the timings lined up to when the maneuver should be, it will do it properly. But that's difficult per se, it's just a little extra work. And I didn't do that ahead of time. So now that I don't have a signal, remember RemoteTech, I don't have a signal, so I can't actually do that. So we're just gonna zoom ahead a bit to get closer to our maneuver. There we go, and we're gonna let this last 15 or so seconds play out in real time so it can do its final adjustments, make sure itself is lined up perfectly. and we should be good to go. So let's see what this bird does. 339 meters per second in a upwards direction to bring ourselves closer to where Duna will be. 10 more meters per second, and done. Kill rotation, perfect. Let's take a look at the burn and see what we get. We are on a course now upwards this way. So we're working our way up, right? Not working our way around. We're just kind of heading a little bit higher up now. We're going, I guess it's not really up. There's no up in space, but we're headed more in this trajectory now, relative to Duna, right? So we're still going around the planet. I'm doing this basically for newbies or people who don't quite yet understand the relativity thing. We're still going around. It's like people who are veterans to this game and space and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about already. We're going around this way. Both of us are traveling the same speed. Both this craft and Duna are both traveling kind of pretty much the same path. We're going around the sun, but we are slightly going this way more than Duna is. And so as a result, we're going to get closer to Duna as Duna is traveling this way. Duna's traveling faster than we are relative to like our speed around the sun. Duna's traveling faster than us. It is slightly inside, you can see. It is slightly closer to the sun. So as we are further away from the sun, we have a slower relative speed, right? We're traveling faster, actual speed, we're traveling faster. But relative to Duna, we're traveling slower than Duna is to the sun. So Duna's going to pass by us. We are now going closer and closer and closer and closer to Duna, and then eventually we'll get to where we are. Looks like pretty close to where my maneuver was supposed to be. We're going to be pretty close to that. I could move this maneuver if I wanted to. I need to get in range, otherwise I cannot tell the satellite to do the maneuver. There we go, we're in range. Okay, node, execute. There we go. Okay, so we've told it to do it. We're in range. And if you're wondering which satellite we're in range of, let's click this on. And you can see now, we're actually in range of both of them. Let's get out of map view so you can see what I'm doing. This is gonna look weird. I don't know how to fix it. If you know how to fix this, I very much welcome your input. If it's as simple as upgrading Venstock Revamp, I'm totally on board. But again, everything I do at this point is back it up, do it, test extensively everywhere, and then decide if it was worth it. Like, that's what I do. Every single change I make at this point takes a lot longer to download the update. So if it's as simple as that, awesome. If not, we might just live with it. I don't have that many of these on board on my crafts, and actually it will work with new ones too. It's not just existing ones. It will do this with brand new ones. So I need to use a different scanner too, because it's just totally screwed up, and I don't know why. But it just appears to me like Venstock Revamp is responsible for that. Up we go, and I'm gonna let the last 30 seconds or so kind of play out in real time because I don't want any mistakes. So we're gonna let that go. Let that play out in real time. 697. Nope, it's doing it again, garbage collection. I actually have memgraph working right now too, so we're getting a lot less garbage collection than I would normally be getting. I'm really, really looking forward to Kerbal Space Program 1.2. I'm really looking forward to it. It will happen eventually in this series. I'm very unlikely to finish this series without moving to the new version. But I keep testing it. Every week I test it. And so far, there's just too many problems. It's big things like ships completely not loading right, to little things like all of a sudden the mission is completed and I didn't do it, or the mission is completely canceled and I got penalized for not doing it and I didn't even have a chance to try it yet. Mostly, like, most of my problems are contract related, I think, but it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna keep testing, and as soon as it's good, we'll use it. I am also a little bit concerned over the changes regarding RemoteTech, specifically the changes that that Squad has made to the stock game. that's similar to RemoteTech, but not quite like RemoteTech. If I install RemoteTech, I don't know about this. I haven't tested it. I haven't been able to test far enough to know yet. But if I install RemoteTech, does it completely replace Squad's system, or does it somehow integrate into Squad's system? Best case scenario, I think, is complete replacement, because I don't like Squad's system at all. I don't like how it does it at all. But I really like, I prefer RemoteTech very much. I know they're similar. They have similarities for sure, but I would very much rather continue with the consistency of knowing how it works completely and knowing how to control it completely with regards to the flight computer and the delays and the equipment that's compatible with and the parts and all that stuff. I would much continue with RemoteTech completely 100% and not have any part of Squad's system in the game. But I highly doubt that that's the case. And anyone who's played it, that combination already, and I'm sure there are people who have done that, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what those changes are like, because I don't know what they are. Okay. Burn is complete. We are now in a polar orbit around Duna. Fantastic. Start the scanner. Now, again, delay. It's going to take a minute to do that, but that's okay. We're also going to, start our multispectral scan as well. And I'll start this. We'll log some imaging data. This also does multispectral scanning. Huh. Well, whatever. We'll log the imaging data. Then I'm going to take out the telescope. Array. Yeah, sure. We'll do that. And then we'll do this thing over here, which is going to look weird, but we'll do it. Deploy. So a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be doing. And we're going to get a whole bunch of information about Duna that we didn't have before. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be great. There we go. Sweet. Look how sharp those details are. So sharp. I love playing at high resolution. You guys don't see it like I see it. Play in 4K, I'm telling you. Playing in 4K is a dream. What's this over here? Yep, we're opening up all these things. Yep. Okay, we have some stuff that's... Oh, geez, everything is expanding now. What's this? Whoa, this is cool. Hang on. Garbage collection. Don't ruin it for me here. This is cool. I don't know what this is. Let's transmit that data. This is cool. And it doesn't interfere with my solar panels, right? I feel like it's barely. It works. It's positioned perfectly. Very cool. All the instrumentation is out now. Analyze data. Can I do that? That would do, but I'm going to try it. This one. Collect soil moisture data. Okay, that sounds important. How about you? You, actually... Yeah, you are scanning the surface, giving me a high-resolution altimetry scan. So now I'm going to see where all the nice flat parts of Duna are. We're going to get the terrain details, we're going to get where all the resources are, we're going to know where everything is, and we're going to be able to decide where surface base is going to be. I am pumped about that. Okay, on the way to Minmus. There's the ship. There's Minmus. Accelerate. We got over a day of waiting for this thing, so let's just kind of zoom it in. Minmus is coming in, and we're in Minmus' sphere of influence. And we're just going to kind of work our way in. There we go. Cloudy visuals from a distance. It's really low resolution distant view, especially since I have stock visual terrain installed. Workshop. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the workshop that's still inflated. It's telling me that. Okay. Yeah, I have stock visual terrain installed, and it definitely alters the way the terrain looks, but for whatever reason, from a great distance, it just looks like crap, I think. It's just the way it is. Oh man, our Kerbin to Erlem transfer is in 12 days, you guys. 12 days. I need to plan for that. I don't even know how to plan for that. I'm gonna have to plan. I really want to get this ship out to... I want to get something out to Erlem. kill that. I really want to get to Erlem. I don't know if to Kerbal to Erlem, but certainly like a probe out though. Well, actually, the contract we have, if I read it correctly, actually wants me to create a network for Erlem. Yeah, a network for Erlem, which means I need a satellite, complete satellite network for Erlem and all of its moons. Like, it's incredibly hard. It's gonna cost me way more than 1.4 million. It's not even worth the effort. But if we accepted it a long time ago. So maybe we can do it under budget. Maybe we can do it under 1.4 million. I don't know. It's gonna have to be really small probes with really, really big dishes on them. Pretty much that's how it's gonna work. Or like at least one that has a really, really big dish. One in a polar orbit with a really, really big dish, and then the rest of them are like super tiny things all over the place. It's pretty much how we want to do it. But I want to learn more about Erlem too. Like, I don't want to just go there. I want to learn about it. So maybe I'll send a couple of scanners. We'll see if there's any resources. We'll get altimetry scans, all that stuff. Even though it's a gas giant. So actually that's kind of pointless, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's pointless. Well, whatever. See, now Minmus looks good. Minmus looks great from a distance in the map view, right? It looks really good from a distance in the map view. But it's when you get to your craft that it just looks like crap. So I really wish you would fix that. But maybe it's fixed in another version, in a new version, I don't know. But, okay, I need to get to the base, which is there. So, if I was to, I wonder what would happen if I just burned retrograde right now. I don't know, over top of the target yet, but I am in the right inclination to where I would be. I think I've just been talking too much. That's probably what it is. Let's go one revolution around. And we'll see if actually, I'm pretty sure that if I was to go ahead and burn here, if I was to add a maneuver here, kind of like that, and by the time we reach that point, by the time we reach there, hopefully this is there, right? That's the hope. So I think we try it. We got tons of fuel. Tons of fuel. We got fuel for days. I could do this maneuver 80 times and still have more fuel than I need. So I think we're just gonna do it now. Way more than we need. Face the node, execute the next maneuver. It's in 22 minutes. And we're just gonna go down and land. And if for some reason this looks like it's gonna be not close enough, which it actually kind of does, looks like I'm gonna need to be farther away. But if that's the case, then we'll just fly over there. I mean, we'll just, whatever. Doesn't matter. Up we go. It is moving. I think it's moving faster than I wanted though. So yeah, so we'll just burn less here, right? We'll adjust this maneuver to where it doesn't burn as much. Big deal. Get ready to kill it in case it goes too far. That is good. Awesome, didn't need to kill it. Okay, so we'll just start falling on the surface now. Whoa, not that fast though, please. Let's go a little bit more controlled here. We want to face, I don't have a mech jib on this, so we're gonna use the flight computer. I wanna go surface, retrograde, please. But what I need to do is I need to realign myself to be a little bit better here. So how about we go right about here, we make a maneuver. And we're gonna pull ourselves that way. Like a ton. And like that way. Like that. This is a terrible landing, by the way. Do not use this method of landing ever. Do not do this yourself. It is a horribly inefficient way of doing things. Only do this if you have an insane amount of fuel from what you need. That's the only reason to do this, is if you have an insane amount of fuel from what you need. Which I do, so there we go. That's the only reason this is okay. Otherwise, take more planning. Like, I could have planned this out and did it like the other crafts, but like, I don't care. So much fuel, I'm not gonna spend the time to do it. Time is really, really a precious resource right now. Here we go, 11 seconds, 10, 9, 8, whatever, blah, 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 and go. Burn it out, burn it out, burn it out, stop. Awesome, now we're heading a little bit more ahead of it. That's great. Let's keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. And let's check and see where we are. Okay. Where is... Actually, I kind of want to... This is a target. There we go. Now, can I see it on... Can I see it here if I can see it as a target? Can I see it here? It's my target, so I should be able to see it, right? Doesn't look like it. Let's face surface retrograde, please. Oh dear. 95 seconds to impact. It's okay. We only need a 14-second burn to stop ourselves, so not worried about it. But I am worried about where in the world this thing is. I don't see it anywhere. I thought that it would mark it on the map. It's gonna mark Plock through the moon, but it doesn't actually show me where anything is. I don't see the base anywhere. I'm concerned. I'm concerned greatly. Where in the world is the base? It should be here. Like it should be, I should see that. I should have a total visual of that, but I don't. Anywhere. At all. What in the world is going on? Like really? Where is it? Okay, well, burn and slow yourself down then. Like, where in the world is my base? Oh, shit, we're going back up. Don't do that. Don't do... Grr. Flight computer, stop it. I cannot believe this. Where is my base? It's not marking it on the map at all. It's right there, but I couldn't see it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's what I got from that, you know? Just wow. I still cannot understand where in the hell, like, is it? I'm gonna have to find it and then go land near it. That's terrible, man. I was planning on like maneuvering myself over to it and I couldn't find it at all. It just flapped to me. Okay. Coming down for a nice easy landing. Kill all rotation. I don't have an up on this, I don't think, so I have to basically say kill rotation. Nice easy landing on Minmus. Kill rotation means kill rotation, please. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be joking. Really? I'm certain that I told you to kill your rotation, but okay, I get it. You don't want to. I understand completely, and by completely I mean not at all. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you tilting? I need an up. I need up on this. Surface, like, there is no surface, like anything here, right? What is custom? I don't know, I'm like, if I wasn't 9 seconds from impact, I would probably experiment with what custom is. But since I am 9 seconds from impact, this is silly. Unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable. It's gonna do it again. Yep, it sure is. This thing doesn't know when to quit, man. Look at this. I'm gonna get this off. Get this off. Let's do this full man. Let's go full manual on this. We need to come up. You definitely need to come up. We need to go this way anyway, so let's just go this way. But I'd really like this thing to stop doing what it's doing. Namely, being a tard. It's just, like, not able to be controlled. What are you doing? What was that? My frame rate got killed and it said it added funds. What does that even mean? Added funds? What? I am so lost right now, you guys. Frame rate just got killed and it said it added funds. For what? Where is my base? Here I am thinking, this is so easy. This is gonna be a piece of cake. Why don't we just do this and just go? Let's just do it, man. And then, like, this is the reason why. I think what it is I rely too much on MechJeb's up feature. Because this has no up. It's really annoying that it has no up. But it doesn't. Surface prograde, surface retrograde. I figured surface retrograde would be up, but it's not. Surface is retrograde to the direction you're already going, which means if I start going up, it's going to point down, and that's not what I want. So kill rotation is supposed to be the thing, but kill rotation didn't do it either. So now we're just like pivoting around our base, and we have no, well, it's okay. We have an engineer. That's something, right? And we have this. We can extend these panels. And so he won't die. But now we're just kind of hanging out on the surface, away from our base, which I still can't find. Is that what this is? Is that what that is? Kind of looks like a base-ish. Yep, that's where it is, right there. That's really hard to see. But I totally had that. How far away is this? No idea. I can highlight it, but I can't click it. Can't click anything here. And I can't see a reference to it on the map even. Like I can't, if I hover over top of it, it doesn't say. Very bizarre. It won't show it to me. It won't show me that it's there. Very bizarre. No idea what that's all about. But I know that the situation is not unrecoverable. This is actually a pretty easy situation to get out of. But you're gonna have to see that in the next episode. So thanks for watching my failure. Very calculated up until the very end where I'm just like, screw it, let's do it. Alejandro, you don't hate me, I'm sure. You'll be fine. You're fine, buddy. You got a year's worth of life supply. You're gonna be fine. Like the video if you like it, guys. Give me a thumbs up. And in the comments, let me know, I don't know. Let me know your favorite planet and why. That sounds like a good thing. In the comments, favorite planet and why. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.